So, speaking of the climate change, President Obama yesterday suggested that teachers, because he was having this little Twitter thing with educators, and so he suggested,
good for him.
Yeah, it is.
Because he just started that Twitter account, at POTUS, so he's good to go.
So he suggested to teachers that they weave climate change into their science and social studies lessons.
That's good.
That's a great idea. He was at the National Hurricane Center in Miami, and one question posed to him was, how do you suggest teachers approach discussing climate change in a classroom setting?
That just came in like that?
Yeah, it just came in. Just somebody wondering, how do you suggest that teachers approach discussing climate change? Not, hey, Mr. Obama, how come there's been 18 years without global warming and you keep saying it's worse than it's ever been predicted to be? Not that. Okay, that wasn't the question.
No.
So he said, he replied, kids instinctively understand the importance of the environment, impact on animals, health. Weave it into science and social studies.
See?
I can't take it. The indoctrination. Well, kids instinctively understand the importance. No, they don't. Kids instinctively believe what you tell them to believe.
Yes.
So if you start weaving it into your science discussion and into social studies, it doesn't belong in either of those discussions at all.
Pretty sure they already are weaving it in as it is.
And they have been.
Yes.
Oh, my gosh. I've talked about this many times probably, but, we homeschooled our kids through their entire school process, except for our first two. Our two oldest, we gave them the option of going to high school once they got to that point, thinking, okay, now they've got that foundation and then they could deal with whatever comes at them. And they wanted to be involved in extracurricular things, football and cheerleading and all that stuff. So we let them go to high school. Well, those 4 years of indoctrination undid everything we ever taught them.
Last a lifetime.
Yeah. Oh, my daughter was absolutely all over climate change. All over it, just from those 4 years. It's in it, and it has been for a long time. They've been teaching this stuff for a long time. So, it's no surprise that he's telling the teachers to weave it into science and social studies. But it just drives me out of my mind because we haven't had any global warming for 18 years.
And I know this is a little off topic, but because of things like this is why you started your own school. And I was thinking about you the other day because I was reading an article about Elon Musk, who was sending his kids to school and probably some kind of other private school. I don't remember if it was what school he was sending them to, but he couldn't take what they were learning, and he started his own school.
Oh, he did?
It was talked about that Elon Musk was sending his kids. He just created a school. These kids, we got to teach them how to think.
Wow.
So,
wow.
You're not alone, Pat.
That's pretty good company with
alone.
Elon Musk.
Yes, it is.
I'll bet he's got a little extra money to fund his school. Just a tad more probably than we do.
That's possible.
It's possible.
That's possible that Elon's got a couple extra bucks than you.
He might have some nicer desks, chairs, computers, that kind of thing.
Maybe.
Guy's got unlimited money. That's pretty
he has
cool.
a better valet service than you.
Possibly.
To get the kids in.
I think we've got more in common with Elon Musk than he would probably believe.
I think that's true. Yes.
He's a smart guy. Also, there's this new UK study, as Obama is telling teachers to weave climate change into the curriculum of science and social studies and indoctrinate our kids who, by the way, will believe whatever they're told. And if you tell them there's climate change and it's killing the planet, and of course you're going to scare the hell out of them. Of course you're going to scare them. And of course they're going to go to their parents and say, we've got to be better to the climate. We can't have an SUV. We can't turn on our electricity. We should probably turn it off. And we should probably live like the Amish. And we should probably protect the animals. Of course you could do that to them. They instinctively know about the environment. Shut up. It's madness. So we've got this new UK study now that's predicting decades of global cooling. New study from United Kingdom predicts the Earth is about to go through a major climatic shift that could mean decades of cooler temperatures and fewer hurricanes in the United States. Well, we're already seeing that. We've seen that for 10 years. Scientists at the University of Southampton predict that a cooling of the Atlantic Ocean could cool global temperatures a half degree Celsius. So what is that, like 1.5 degrees Fahrenheit, something like that, and may offer a brief respite from the persistent rise of global temperatures. This cooling phase in the Atlantic will influence temperature, rainfall, drought, and even the frequency of hurricanes in many regions of the world, they said.